Hey yogis, Laura here. Hey. I am dedicating this practice today to my husband who has done a lot of cycling lately and has come home with some super tight hips. So we're going to begin with our hands at heart center in Tadasana. On an inhaling breath, let's take our arms up to the sky, reaching up, and then swan diving forward into our forward fold. If you've done my videos before, you have been here. Neck is relaxed, soft bend through the knees. Take a few easy breaths here. Working our way into a lunge, right foot moves back, taking our gaze forward. On an inhale, let's bring ourselves up, arms to the sky, straightening through the left knee as we move through a Kriya. So Kriyas are actions. They build heat and energy in the body, and they're a wonderful way to relieve some tension and stress. So we're going to move through here a few times. Inhale takes us up. Good, and then swan dive forward into our extended pyramid pose. Just draping the torso over the leg. Moving into the seed of lizard pose, so we're moving the left hand into the inside of the left foot, moving the left foot out a little bit, hands into the mat, dropping the right knee down. We can keep our hands into the mat, maybe even go forearms into the mat for a deeper stretch through the hip. We can also spin the toe and the knee out as we spin it open to the left. Good. Maybe tucking the right toes under and floating the knee off the mat. This is yogi's choice here. Go where your body wants to go. Releasing down, hands back as we step our right foot up, coming into Malasana, or a simple yogic squat. Our elbows move to the insides of our knees, hands at heart center, feeling that opening through the hips. And moving through a few flows here. Hands at heart center, inhaling, spin open to the right. Back to heart center, just following the breath. Good. And our last one here, maybe moving in for a bind. Left hand moves to the outside of the hip. And releasing when we're ready, palms back to the ground, pivoting the feet back together, coming back into forward fold. A few nice easy breaths here. Take our left foot back, coming back into our lunge, gazing forward. Inhaling, begin to peel ourselves up, arms to the sky. Exhale takes us down. Inhale brings us back up for our Kriya. Good. Just following the cadence of your own breath, moving at your own pace. Nice. And then swan diving over the right leg as we move into extended pyramid pose. Feeling that nice stretch through the right IT band. Right hand moves to the inside of the right foot, sinking our left knee down, moving into the seed of lizard pose. Hands on the ground, maybe forearms on the ground. Remember, we also have that option to spin the toes and the knee open for a nice twist. Tuck the toes under, we can float the back knee off the mat. Beautiful, let's release. And stepping up, sinking our hips down, moving back into Malasana, hands to heart center, elbows pressing into the knees. Inhale, spin it open to the left, back to heart center. Inhale, open to the right. Exhaling to heart center. Flowing for as long as you like. And on the last flow, maybe try a bind. Wrapping the arm behind the knee and reaching back with the top arm. Good, feel that nice opening through the chest. Hands back to the ground, pivoting the feet back together. Forward fold. Inhaling, let's reverse swan dive up, arms up. Let's pick up our left foot, placing our left ankle at the right knee as we begin to sit back. So some people call this figure four, some people call this one-legged pigeon, one-legged chair. We can bring hands to heart center. If we want even more, begin to dive our torso forward. Good. Coming out the way we came in, hands back to heart center. Rising back up into Tadasana, we release the foot. Inhaling up, moving into the other side. Right ankle to the left knee. And we begin to sit back. So we've got arm options here. We can keep them reaching out in front of us. We can bring them to heart center. Or for that greater challenge, we can begin to pivot forward, dropping the torso down and releasing the hands down to the ground. Excellent. Coming out the way we came in, hands to heart center. Let's begin to bring it back up, meeting in Tadasana. Taking a moment here to hear our own breath. Feeling our heartbeat through our thumbs. Let's bring hands to the forehead for clarity of thought. Hands to the mouth for clarity of speech. And hands to heart center for clarity in our action. We bow to our practice in Namaste. The soul in me honors the soul in you. Thank you so much for joining me, yogis. We'll see you next time.